What's up, good people? Welcome to my channel once again. My YouTube channel name is its_Kisaka. So pleased to have you back on this channel. If this is your first time, kindly subscribe, like, share, and remember to leave your sweet comment below this video. To my returning subscribers, I appreciate for always taking your time to come back and watch my videos. USAIN Bolt, 8 times Olympic world champion, was defrauded in the year 2022, the late 2022. Billions of money, when you equate it to my African currency, that was around $12.7 million. That's a lot of money. And in that year, this is the video of after the news coming out. This is a video of Usain Bolt, what he had to say.
In his first public comment since news broke that he had been defrauded of millions of US dollars from his account at local investment house Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL, the world's fastest man Usain Bolt struck a resilient tone. Interestingly, the 8-time Olympic champion says he has drawn on the mental toughness he learned throughout his illustrious career to help him navigate the stresses of his current plight.
For me, it's tough, but I think through the years of competing, that helped me to understand and just focus on what's the matter. I leave the matter in my lawyer's hand, you understand? I'm just trying to focus on my family and try not to think too much about it because it's a stressful situation.
So the good news is that recently the financial, the bodies concerned, that is FSC, Financial Services Commission, and other bodies, even the FBI was involved. They are at an advanced stage of almost paying all the people who lost their money. The company that Usain Bolt had invested in, is known as SSL, that is Stock and Securities Limited. There were several investors, around 200 of them. So removing Usain Bolt, the other investors are 199. They were defrauded, and the people who did this were previous employees. It is very sad for a guy like Usain Bolt. This is a champion of Jamaica being defrauded 12.7 billion. That's almost 13 million US dollars. This is a lot of money, and it can do a lot of things, especially here in Africa. When you have that, you are a billionaire. And it's very sad. It's one thing that I liked how Usain Bolt handled the situation is that he really handled very well. As from the previous video, he has been learning from his runs how to remain resilient, how to remain strong. If it could be somebody else, maybe at this point in time, we could be talking of somebody might have gone crazy or some sort of, but there's nowhere in the media where, in fact, where we have seen Bolt being adversely affected. In fact, we have been seeing him partying and having a good time. So it's very sad. It's not good to do this, bearing in mind that this was his private savings and lifetime investments. Since he had retired and he had done a good thing to save and invest somewhere, and then people from out of nowhere just come and take that. This is so bad. It is not acceptable. And one of the employees is the only one who was charged. A certain lady was the one who was charged. And I think in such a theft and fraud, it involves a ring of certain individuals. So the lady, I think, according to me, it's not right to for indicting her only. This matter should be looked in carefully, especially bearing in mind that the FBI has been involved. It is puzzling and disheartening to discover that out of around 13 million US dollars, you're only having 12,000 US dollars in your account. This is so sad. There are some rumors that were going around that the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness's son, was involved in this, since it is said that he was the minister at that time. It is just rumor. But I don't know, because the only person who has been arrested so far and charged with around 21 charges is the lady. But all the guys, all the employees involved, have not been, maybe the investigations are going on, I don't know, but this thing should be looked into carefully. There must be a lot of people involved. All in all, the good thing is that the payments are at an advanced stage and they are about to receive the payment. So they have been able to sell part of their portfolio assets so that they can pay all the investors that were involved. This is a good news to them, because bearing in mind for like 2 years for USAIN Bolt, I think that was if it would have been me, I don't know how I would have handled it, because that's a lot of money, and especially being part of your savings. You have worked all these years. Usain Bolt is the fastest man in the world. He's holding the record in 100 meters at 9.58 and 200 meters at 19.919, and then somebody just comes out of the blue, takes all his savings. This is a guy who should be respected. The good thing that the money will be returned. And also the body concerned with the Financial Service Commission, I think they should keep up or rather improve their mode of operation, because the said company, Stock and Security Limited, initially there were complaints of fraud, and despite of those complaints, they just kept on. They left the company to operate. In fact, they placed their own manager from FSC, their own manager to take over as an acting manager. And irrespective of this, still money was stolen. And this is to the tune of 30 million US dollars. So they have had to sell some of the property so that they can pay Usain Bolt, which Usain Bolt will get is 12.7, around 13 million US dollars, and the rest of the customers will get the around 199 customers will get the rest of the payment. This is so sad, and the company is about to be wound up. This is not right, and we should work to only get from where we sweat. We should not thinking of stealing from other people or earning where we have not put our sweat, or rather where we have not put in any effort. Kindly listen to this narrative from one of the Jamaicans about the situation.
USAIN Bolt is about to get his money back. It was reported a week ago that nearly 2 years after approximately $13 million had disappeared from his accounts at Jamaica's now disgraced Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL, former global track and field icon USAIN Bolt and other defrauded investors are set to be repaid most of their invested funds. SSL announced that they have plans to repay robbed investors 2 years after coming within inches of collapsing, after several employees had raided the accounts of people like Bolt, the sprinter who still holds the world record for the men's 100 meter at 9.58 seconds and the 200 meters at 19.19, had been alerted to an empty account by an ex-SSL employee, triggering a massive investigation, some dismissals, and a police probe into the operations of the securities agency. The agency, in a release, stated that plans are at an advanced stage to pay out more than $30 million to more than 200 clients who had been awaiting patiently for more than a year since the scandal broke in late 2022. The state regulator, the Financial Services Commission FSC, has ordered the SSL to begin the payout soon. Quote, "The Commission assures all stakeholders that it is dedicated to maintaining transparency and accountability throughout this process and will provide further updates as necessary," said the Executive Director, Kieran Burrell. Quote, "The FSC remains resolute in its mission to facilitate the fair treatment of SSL investors. This vigilant oversight is crucial to ensuring that SSL meets its obligations to clients in a timely and transparent manner, in alignment with the legal and regulatory framework established by the Securities Act. The Commission assures all stakeholders that it is dedicated to maintaining transparency and accountability throughout this process and will provide further updates as necessary. The two bodies stated they had raised money for the payout by selling a portion of their international securities client portfolio, which raised $30 million. The payout comes as SSL is undergoing a court-monitored winding up process under the control of a legal trustee. So far, police have charged only one person with fraud. She is former SSL client relationship manager Jean Ann Panton, who is facing a 21-count indictment for forgery, larceny as a servant, and related charges.
Cheers, guys. This is the video for today. See you on my next video.